What's going on, everybody? We are here. It is time. Welcome. We are the Fulcrum Entertainment Podcast. And how about that Spider-Man movie that we're totally not going to fucking talk about because you know what? We are not that kind of no. We'll talk about that next week. But yeah, I know everyone is expecting us to be talking about Spider-Man. I know everyone else has. Everyone's been sending out review after hot take, and some of them are kind of annoying. But we will be talking about that next week. Instead, me and my buddies here. First of all, let's introduce them. What's up? We have me, Gilbert, and we have our buddy Peaky. What's going on, Peaky?
Hello there.
Well, no, actually, forgive me. We have Bane.
Born in the darkness.
You were born with the you only adopted the Transformers, but I was born with every kid from the 80s, or every kid from like the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
But yeah, we also have Harrison. What's going on, Harrison?
Hello.
Our trans metal 2.
Hells yeah.
Can't even laugh.
I heard that the Beast Wars was happening, and I went through some weird alien stuff, got turned into a strange new version of myself, and I'm here. I'm here to talk about beasts and wars.
He's transmutate. Everyone, you guys remember that?
Oh,
So yeah, in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, for all you kids in the audience who are young and are like, what the fuck are they even saying? We are talking about what is probably the greatest 90s cartoon animated show that has ever existed.
One of the best, but
it's pretty high up there. I mean, you can talk stuff about awesome things. You can talk. Yeah, it's my jam.
Before we get copyrighted, but yeah, no, like it was a damn good. Like we were talking about probably one of the best things, and honestly, because I saw when I went to go see Spider-Man the other day, I saw the trailer for fucking War Rise of the Beasts or whatever the hell it is, and I'm like, I don't.
It seems to miss a lot of the point, like because they're giant. It seems like the trailer. So it's a giant gorilla and a giant cheetah, and then like so that's fooling no one.
There's Optimus Prime next to Optimus Primal. Like they're supposed to be the same guy or like ancestors years later. I don't get it. Like it kind of bugs me. I could deal with the in one of those movies, like I think it was one of the Mark Wahlberg ones, him and Grimlock. I could deal with Grimlock being just a dinosaur and not talking. I cannot deal with this of like, first of all, and then also they only have like 3 of them. They only have Optimus Primal, Cheetor, and then Rhinox. And we haven't heard either of the other characters talk. We've heard, like, I think Air Razor is also there.
Yeah, that's a bit disappointing.
So yeah, but in honor of the fact that there's a crappy Transformers movie coming out, as I said, to finally get to my point, we are here to talk about the greatest one of so there was Armada and there was Energy. Well, yeah, the greatest for the 90s. The greatest.
Whoa. Armada is nowhere near. What are you talking about?
Armada was decent though.
Armada was fine, and then there was Energon, which I thought I kind of liked. I thought it was pretty cool.
Never watched Energon.
Was Armada the one that had the kids?
Yes, that was the one with like the kids who were like they did like dirt bike racing and shit like that.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't know. They
sucked.
They went to like a beast planet or like a whole race car planet of like other Transformer characters. It was kind of cool. It did some shit.
I never watched it, so
well, I don't know. All right. Armada was fine and Energon was all right at points. That's all I'm going to say there. But yes, Beast Wars probably did better than both of those. The only thing that was bad about Beast Wars is the animation does not hold up.
No, yeah, I think like I've been watching it. I've been marathoning Beast Wars today, and I'm fine with it. But that probably is just because I saw it as a kid. Also, I really like Reboot, which is the show that the studio did before Beast Wars, so looks even worse. But I'm so happy. I'm like, yeah, it's these guys back again. It's Maiden Frame Studios. They're being awesome.
Yeah. All right. So here, let's go ahead and look at this. Because I pulled up the first episode. Like. This animation style looks really, really bad. I'm just like, It was good for the 90s. It was fun for the 90s, but I'm like looking back on it, it's just like I watch it for nostalgia purposes. It's a great show, but it's also just like, oh my god, how did people ever think that this was like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm the rat. I'm hands down that rat.
Oh, you
The Rat Trap is absolutely my favorite. I love Rat Trap so much. Rat Trap is my boy. He is so damn cool. The thing that Rat Trap Rat Trap disappointed me twice. He disappointed me in his trans metal toy because it didn't come with a gun, and that sucked. But what was worse than that, I mean, we probably won't talk about this much, but if you ever saw Beast Machines, the sequel to Beast Wars, Rat Trap sucked in Beast Machines. But Beast Machines in general sucked.
Beast Machines was the one that was like after that they were on and like not Energy. They were on what's it called? Cybertron. And it was all like dark and gruesome. And they had the weird bat emo dude.
Yeah, they had some like fun ideas because they were like, okay, so they go back to Cybertron, but like Cybertron like is too cyber. And to save Cybertron, they have to restore like nature to Cybertron. And so they're like they're more organic now. There's like a weird god thing they find that changes them. But it's lame. Like unfortunately, like go check it out because it's weird what they do. The thing that I like about that, which is one of my favorite things about Beast Wars, is that Beast Wars treats it as very much a direct sequel to the show and movies of Transformers.
Yeah, well, it's weird because it's a direct. So this is from Beast Machines. This is Optimus Primal from Beast Machines, and he looks really bad, like even worse somehow.
Yeah, the toys were awful.
I have nightmares now. Really thank you. That's now my sleep paralysis demon.
So I want to take a second to say what's up to Justin Morrison and Scully. They're in here. Scully says that Transformers 1, amazing movie at the time. I think he's talking about the Shia LaBeouf. Or as my brother calls him, Shia LaQueef. Hope you guys enjoy that
one. I enjoy that a lot.
But Transformers 2, we don't talk about it. Yeah, that's when Linkin Park started really selling out.
Rise of the Fallen.
Yeah, and then Transformers 3 was better than 4 and 5. Transformers 3, I'm like, eh.
That's the one where they got rid of Megan Fox, right?
Yeah, that's when they got rid of Megan Fox.
That's caring about Transformers.
Yeah, they got the Victoria's Secret model in there, and then they made another movie, did the sci-fi thing of being like, oh yeah, the moon landing, aliens. You know what I mean? Because that's what the third one did. Is like,
was it Dark Side of the Moon?
Dark of the Moon or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And the only good part of Transformers 4 was the Dinobot. I'm like, dude, if you know what original Grimlock was like, that is bull crap.
I am Grimlock.
Exactly, Harrison. Catching Chicken, Grimlock. Even worse. I'm not sure what's even worse. What you have to like elaborate on that. We got Mr. Action in the house. Even you have to have seen this, Mr. Action. It has been 27 years. You have to have seen Transformers. Come on.
I've got a sneaking suspicion Mr. Action might be too young to have seen Beast Wars. Like and I think as we were talking about the animation, it's not like hey, you've had time to catch up, because if you weren't watching it at the time, I don't know why you would catch up on Beast Wars. Other than it is good. If you can get over bad animation, it's a good show. It's not like Gargoyles, where Gargoyles looks good at the time and still looks pretty good.
So yeah, dude, Gargoyles holds right the hell up. I'm waiting for that for Disney. Where's my reboot of Gargoyles on Disney Plus? That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh no, don't. No, God, when they turn Gargoyles into Riverdale, it's gonna be awful.
Well, no, not reboot or so much as like a sequel, you know what I mean? Like, do that.
No, they'll either do
when's the live action Gargoyles?
Man speaks he is speaking some sense. Well, I don't know. They ruined Disney, or they ruined a lot of Disney stuff with like making it live action. So I don't.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that Lilo and Stitch live action movie. So
you would.
I love Stitch.
Yeah, but it'll be bad. It'll be bad.
Ban him. No live action. Well, the people have spoken. I have spoken. Okay, but all right. So let's go back to our original topic. Peaky, a minute ago, you mentioned that you wanted to be, or you were Rat Trap. You were absolutely Rat Trap. All right. So Harrison, who do you vibe with? Who's your Predacon or what's his name, or Maximal?
I'm not sure. It's really hard to pick one. I'm a big fan of Tarantulas. You know, I like Tarantulas a lot. He is pretty cool, and he's one of my favorite of the toys. But purely based on voice, like being Megatron would be so fun. Spending just going, yes, these Maximals have once again underestimated my power.
The vocal range is just amazing.
He's so much fun. He's so camp and stupid, but he's a T-Rex, and like it's awesome. And then later he turns into a dragon.
Dude, Tarantulas was really fucking cool too. Like he was I feel like every single one of the characters from those shows was like, what are they? They were like they were kind of like a character from the other. So like Pterosaur, he was the Starscream of that like that show. That Tarantulas was probably like the Soundwave.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I don't know what Black Arachnia was, but yeah, obviously Megatron was Megatron. Like let's see. Who else was there on their team? Dinobot, but he was like their dude. Dinobot is my dude. Dinobot is like the best. Dinobot's death was probably like the saddest thing for little 6-year-old me to be watching.
That was one of the great things about that production company, Mainframe Entertainment. They were really good at like getting you to care about stupid ideas. Like, you know, if you write it down on paper, it's a dumb idea, Beast Wars, but they know how to build a character and like make it work. So like especially in that season. So yeah, you've got Dinobot's death, which is just heartbreaking. You've got the whole thing of Quicksilver and Black Arachnia and their romance.
Silverbolt, yeah.
Silverbolt and Black Arachnia, their whole romance is like it's stupid and like melodramatic, but it's really good. And Silverbolt's fantastic, just in general. Like, my lady, like, I know that you were once a Maximal before. It's in your heart. You can come back to us.
Yeah, dude. So Mr. Action says the Cheetah is cool. So yeah, Cheetor. This is his Transmetal version, or I think this is like his like extra like the whatever like the crazy. He gets like a third. He goes all fucking Super Saiyan and gets like a Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, I think that's what you mentioned, like the Transmetal 2. I think that they did with him because like I think a couple of them do that. I think Black Arachnia does that.
The Transmetal 2 one is this one, I believe. Is when he does that. Well, it's a bad example, but yeah, it's this one right here. It's where he goes like all yellow and blue.
Yeah, well, if I remember rightly, I think it was you had the regular run, then you had Transmetal, and then you had Transmetal 2, I think.
Okay,
and that's what the third one was because they couldn't think of another name. And then you had the Fusors, which are like I can't remember his name, but the one that it's a Texan and he's a Scorpion and a
Quick Strike. Quick Strike.
Quick Strike's pretty sweet. And obviously Silverbolt is a Fusor as well because he's like a wolf and an eagle. It was an interesting show, like when you look at like the toy range, because they were really good at like building the toys into the show, but they also knew when to leave some stuff because there were toys that just never made it, and they were like, no, we're not having the Wasp Piranha combination. We're not doing that guy.
Yeah, so dude, Quick Strike was probably one of the cooler ones, like. And yeah, the fact that he was Texan, I'm like, I feel like, I get it. He's a scorpion, he's a cobra, whatever. He's a snake. Like we have other things too. We have other in the Southwest has other things too.
What, cactus?
L opinion, L take. Wow.
Cactus.
So yeah, Peaky. I think so. First of all, for your Lilo and Stitch thing, I think the chat is against you. What's up, Gerard? How's it going?
Gerard.
Jonathan says, yeah, the Dinobot was awesome. Dude, the way that Dinobot, like, I feel like that was his way of like, I want to try to do an impression of his voice, but I know I'm going to fuck it up because he was doing like some crazy, I want to say like a Batman voice, but also, I don't know, like some kind of emo, like he wanted to be like Edgelord. I don't know what you guys. But Dinobot's death was probably one of the greatest moments in television history because like him saving him, like fighting all the Predacons by himself, and then like dying to save humanity. I'm like, fuck yeah, Dinobot.
Jonathan saying Jonathan saying about the cast, like Dinobot, Rat Trap, Waspinator, Silverbolt were all played by the same guy, Scott McNeil, who is in loads of stuff. He was Wolverine in X-Men Evolution, and he was Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z. He is the voice of the bad guy in Scooby-Doo 2. Like he's so damn cool.
Yeah, his I noticed that he. So, did anyone ever watch the Bionicle movie?
No, I'm afraid not.
He was also in that one. He was one of the Bionicles. Apparently, he was. Let's see. Like I looked this up myself, but yeah, he's Waspinator. He's Rat Trap, Dinobot. I think he's also Pterosaur.
Oh, is he Pterosaur as well?
I believe so, but I could be. I think I saw that. But you're right. He's Piccolo. He's Destro in the old G.I. Joe comic or the old G.I. Joe cartoons.
Oh, is he Destro? Oh, damn. Yeah, Scott McNeil's huge. I love the guy. He's back to Reboot. He's Hack and/or Slash. He's one of those two. I love Scott McNeil. I'm always impressed whenever I hear him. I'm like, and he's one of those people that most voice actors I tend to know, even when they're doing a different voice, I go, oh yeah, like Jim Cummings. I can recognize Jim Cummings anywhere. But Scott McNeil is someone who I will honestly hear something and I'll go, you were in that? Oh, he's Dead-Eye Duck in Bucky O'Hare.
Jeez.
Which is such an underrated cartoon.
All right. You don't need to sound so passionate about it.
No,
I'm very passionate about Bucky O'Hare.
I felt the passion come through my speakers at me. I was like...
It's amazing. I mean, it helps. I think if you're a furry, I don't necessarily call myself a furry, but I don't mind anthropomorphic stuff. But they've got a ship, and the ship is called the Righteous Indignation, which is the greatest name for a starship ever thought of.
Yeah. No.
No.
That's the Heart of Gold, Harrison. But
that's the Pillar of Autumn is the best starship. Thank you very much.
Pillar of Autumn. Which one's that one from? I know that name.
It's from Halo.
Yeah, that was the Halo 1 ship. So, all right. First of all, I agree, Harrison. Get the hell out of here, Peaky. That's not. If you're gonna next, you'll be telling me the Forward Unto Dawn. One of the best names for. We all know the answer to that. It's the USS Enterprise.
Fair enough. I'm not saying it's the best ship. I'll definitely say that because you guys have brought up some really good ones. But I'm sticking with my favorite name for a ship ever is the Righteous Indignation.
The Truth and Reconciliation. That is also from Halo.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a cool name. The Covenant have some really badass names for their ships. But anyway, let's see. Peaky also knows when Jim comes, when he's out in the woods doing his dogging.
But with Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother, Peaky. You've done it again. Now look at my honey pot. It's so full up.
Oh, bother, Peaky. This isn't honey.
Don't make me laugh. It hurts.
The wonderful thing about tickets. I took the wonderful thing. The top the metal rubber. The bottom the metal the springs.
Oh, I got one. Well, Peaky, I guess it's back to the woods to go do more dogging.
Ow!
I love Eeyore. Hey, we got MZM Creations. I'm Mizm. What's up? He says, "Hey, bro, what's going on?" Yeah, he's on Twitch. Sup? What do you think of Twitch? Yeah, what do you think of Beast Wars Transformers? Is it good? Is it better than the Michael Bay movies? I mean, that's not a hard bar to jump.
I mean, there is no Shia LaQueef, so yeah. I don't.
Yeah, but there's also one downfall. There's no Megan Fox. You got no eye candy.
Have you seen Black Arachnia?
Oh yeah.
They knew what they were doing. I like it even in the show because I watched that episode today of when Black Arachnia gets created and Tarantulas chooses her form, and I think Megatron's like, I sense an ulterior motive here, Tarantulas.
I mean, Tarantulas. All right, it needs to be said. Tarantulas was kind of rapey. Like he had some like very rapey vibes coming off. But yeah, dude. But Black Arachnia though.
Tarantulas is a wrong.
Okay, she's got chest game.
She really does, and like
she got hips for days.
Yeah, yeah. Like
look at that thigh gap as well.
Like, hey guys, I bet it vibrates. Nobody? No.
I mean, like I was looking at that picture, and it did occur to me when you mentioned the thigh gap, Peaky, that like what is between her thighs is like her head when she's a spider, which does kind of make me go, I'm not into that. You seen that movie Teeth?
Oh, no. I don't want that.
I have bad memories of that film that I'll talk about off screen.
Now you mentioned that, like looking at her hands, that's gonna be like one rough hand job.
I could deal with it.
Like, I don't know how Silverbolt dealt with it. I'm like, that guy's a trooper.
I mean, yeah.
Litany. Oh, so Jonathan Redmond wants to also say Litany of Fury from the Space Marine games. That's a pretty cool name for a ship.
I was thinking of the Litany of Fury. That is a good one. Is that in the Dawn of War games?
Jonathan, yeah.
For me, Jonathan.
That might be the 40K Warhammer.
Yeah, it's definitely a 40K one. Yeah, and I just can't remember. It might be the RTS games they had, which were really cool.
Oh, okay. We got Joe Arcane saying, "Hey, Peaky, Peaky is down bad. He's getting canceled." Well, Mr. Action has it out for you, Peaky.
Damn.
Or where's getting canceled? I don't know. Oh, yeah, never mind. Anyway, my bad. I read that one too fast, but just to say, no, it looks like Mr. Action has it out for you. See, Black Arachnia was far more interesting character than Fox ever was. Which Fox is it?
As in Megan Fox.
Oh, okay. I was like Fox. Like I know Fox Mulder. Like what other Fox do I know?
I will agree with that. You know, like partly because Black Arachnia actually has a plot. She has a story. She has a thing of being like, she isn't loyal to the Predacons at all. Like both her and Tarantulas kind of looking to like screw over the rest of the Predacons at any time they can. And then like she legit has this kind of like storyline with Silverbolt where she sort of like grows a bit of a heart and kind of turns around on it.
Yeah, dude. Silverbolt was cool too. He was kind of like, all right. So what I liked about Silverbolt was he was a dork, kind of. But he was also kind of like the dork you wanted to be, because I mean, like he got with Black Arachnia.
If you were playing D&D, Silverbolt would be a paladin.
Oh, he's absolutely a paladin.
He's all pure and like good of heart, but he will mess you up if he needs to.
Yeah, dude. I do like that though. Is that like when he first it's like, but they're retreating. We can't do that. That's not the honorable thing to do. Like he's all just like. And he even looks kind of like he's supposed to be like a knight. He's literally like a knight in shining. I love it was very on the nose in the 90s.
Yeah. We haven't. It's a cartoon show there to sell toys, and we've got 20 minutes.
Also,
we ain't got time for
that. Also, there's probably one of the greatest lines that has ever been in all of the Transformers. So when Silverbolt and Black Arachnia start their whole like relationship and they start going off, like there's a part where Silverbolt comes back and he's like, "Oh, I was out there scouting," and Rat Trap's like, "Oh yeah, scouting the enemy. Find any new positions?" And he punches him and gets all angry. I'm like, "Oh damn, I didn't get that as a kid." And, like rewatching that years later, I'm like, "Oh shit, dude." Like
that's why Rat Trap's the best. Like I love loads of characters, but like Rat Trap is like the funniest, the most enjoyable character. He's also a badass. Like that's one of the things about the Maximals. They all kind of like they can talk a good game and they can all back it up. Like Rat Trap, there are multiple episodes where Rat Trap saves everybody because he's just good at what he does.
He is. There are parts where I like how he'll save the day, but the entire time he's just like, "Oh man, this is not my job." Like that kind of like his like weird like Brooklyn accent.
We're all gonna die.
Yep, exactly that. I like Rhinox. I think Rhinox was a good character as well.
Rhinox is another great one.
Foxy Brett. So what's up, Mike J? Or we are Mike J. He was in one of our game streams earlier, and I believe he's also a fan of your audiobooks, Harrison.
Oh, excellent! Thank you very much, Mike.
Yeah, it says Foxy Brown. Like, I guess for Black Arachnia.
Well, Foxy Brown. Was Foxy Brown a character like from a blaxploitation movie?
I want to say that was from. Well, no, I want to say Jackie Brown, but that was a Quentin Tarantino film.
Yeah, that's that Tarantino movie that you made. Yeah.
Are we talking about a woman's body, guys? Come on, be respectful. Yeah.
Well,
no.
Yeah. My thing is, none of us are guilty of what they chose to do. Like,
no.
That's my thing. Is that character design is supposed to be like for the dads, basically, who like are sitting with their kid, and this has to be on a Saturday morning, and that ain't my fault.
Yes, hey, so first, I'm sorry to cut you off, Harrison, but yes, hey, can I make your channel logo if you full Twitch, or if you want something pro? I mean, we can talk about it here. I'll tell you what. Like, if you want to jump in our Discord, or maybe like there's our email addresses in the chat, or not the chat. The what's it called?
Description.
There we go. Shut up, Peaky. I know what words are. But our email address is in the, thank you, Peaky. I'm sorry, but yeah, go check out our email address in the description, or you can send it to us, or like at the same time you can also talk to us on Twitter. So any way you want to talk to us about that, like show us some examples of your work, and then maybe we'll talk.
Alexa, turn my on.
Whoa. Alexa, turn lights back off. Damn it didn't do it. Why is your Alexa not listening to me? Stupid machine. You know what? I'm glad that you get abused and no one wants to give you rights. Anyway, hey, off topic, but have you guys ever read the Star Trek novels? They're quite interesting reads. I have not. Harrison, I think you had one that you wanted to read that was like Star Trek and like X-Men.
Yeah, I've got that. My brother gave me a Star Trek DS9 novel. I think it's called Warped, which is written by this same guy who wrote the Bounty Hunter Wars Star Wars trilogy of books. So K.W. Jetta, whatever his name is. And I'll try and read it at some point, but like most of my reading is when I'm reading here on the channel. So I tend to do that. And we're doing Plagueis right now. If anyone doesn't know, it's Plagueis. Come and check it out.
And that opening was pretty great. It's like, I have unlimited power. Not here, you don't. Get out of here, you. I did love how you're just arguing with yourself.
Well, that's
special. Well, go ahead.
It's interesting you mentioned that, because I was thinking that with that Scott McNeil guy, because he plays both Rat Trap and Dinobot. So that scene where Dinobot's having like a really emotional death, that's one dude talking to himself in a booth.
Yeah, dude, that's got to be hard to do unless they recorded those like different areas like separately. That's got to suck to have to go from like doing the high pitched like kind of nasally thing that Rat Trap does to doing like the that fucking Dinobot is doing. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like upwind of youth, a preference vermin. It's like, so, Jesus Christ, dude, how hard is that? Like jumping back and forth from those fucking voices. I'm like, Scott McNeil, you are a fucking talented bastard.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend.
Nice to have a face with the voice.
Yeah, Harrison's face does not disappoint.
Well, thank you very much, Peaky.
Look at it. Look at it.
It's the beard.
It is the beard. You got this. You got like. You get like the very, very manly like I am in charge here face. I don't know what to tell you, Peaky. You have a baby face. I can't. Where?
Yeah, so do you.
Yeah, no one asked me to have. I don't need a fucking beard. You, on the other hand, where the hell's your beard? Look at Harrison. He's British. He's got a beard.
Where's your 30 years yet to grow a beard?
Yeah, no. See, I'm American. No one gives a fuck if Americans don't have beards. I don't know. I'm just making this bullshit up in case anybody is curious. Let's see. It says, okay, that's enough. Like, is that enough of the podcast, or is that enough of just talking about beards?
Whoa! Shut.
Them's are fighting words. What are you
Mr.
talking about?
Action is after Harrison now.
What? What is this? Beards are not trash. Beards are they're an achievement.
What's his name? Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris has a beard.
Yeah, Chuck Norris would disagree.
Sean Connery had a beard. Goddamn. Sometimes Harrison Ford has a beard. It depends. Depends on if he's too high to shave.
I tried to shave, but then Ally McBeal wouldn't fucking do it for me, so now I just got a beard.
Not you though, Harrison.
Well, thank you.
You're one of the good ones.
He saved it.
Okay, but anyway, so yeah, to get off like I love how we always find ways to jump into like ways to cancel ourselves, or at least I do. So yeah, but to get off all that, to go back to our original thing, or first of all, I wanted to, when I was planning this episode, when I was thinking about this episode and going over it and thinking like we should talk about this, I'm like, it made me feel fucking old. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like,
yeah, especially like
go ahead.
27 years when you put it in the title, like 27 years later, I was like, Jesus, like I was like 2 at that point, but I still remember Beast Wars.
Yeah, same thing. I was 2 years old. I remember being like a little wee child, like maybe 3 or 4 years old when that, like 5, I think, when the show was like at its like peak. 3 seasons, like 3, 4, whatever. Like yeah. I was in school, had to have my little Cheetor, going to school, and ended up breaking it because I was a kid. I didn't know how to fucking do a transformer.
Yeah. That was why some of the like Rat Trap was one of the good ones, and there were some others that you flip their tail, and it just like automatically. The first one I think I ever had was a little lizard guy. Never turned up in the show. He was like a little frilled lizard, and you lifted his tail up just like Rat Trap, and he just popped out. It's awesome.
I think I had that toy.
Dude, the Transformers were so fucking cool, and especially back then, like when they transformed into animals, like somewhere. Actually, hang on. Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna go off camera so I can find something. Bear with me. You guys stall.
To be fair, I should do that as well at some point and go grab. I've got a score.
Oh yes, I'll bring out the Bane voice. But Gilbert hates me doing that. That's why I do it.
I see.
There's a whole segment. There was a whole thing in the Shoot the Shit podcast where I was using the Pringles can as my Bane voice.
Right. There's a thing in here. Right. Okay, Mr. Action calling us boomers. Look, we're talking about us being old. Fine. But then Jonathan has said more Gen X, to be fair. We are millennials. Like we're like very squarely millennials. Like anyone born in the 90s, I think, is a millennial.
Yeah. No, you're a millennial until about, I think it's like right now, the people who aren't millennials are like, they were born in like 86, 87, like that. If you're born after that, then you're a millennial, or some side. I think it was like 91 to some. I don't know exactly, but yeah, millennials go as far as like up to like their 40s at this point.
Yeah, we're the people who, for a long time, every news outlet was saying we're ruining things. We ruined restaurants. We ruined the napkin industry. Apparently, we ruined movies. Yeah, because we didn't want to do the same thing as everybody else. And now there's Zoomers who seem to be both smarter and dumber than us, and I don't know how
Zoomers. That's such a stupid name for them. We're Zoomers. But yeah, Keanu really with a beard. Gilbert, if you grew a beard, your transformation into full redneck would be well, how to do? Hey, we got Hans in here.
Hey, Hans.
Hello, you magnificent 3. Well, hello, you magnificent German. Let's see. I don't know how to say. Guten Tag. There we go. Guten Tag. That's how you say hello or good morning or good day. I don't know fucking what it means.
It's good day. Yeah.
Good day. Okay.
If you want to say hello, because we like hello.
81 for 1996 for millennials. Damn it, John. But what I wanted to show real quick is check this out, guys. Got it's not an old one, but it's like it's a little Megatron.
Oh.
Yeah, I got. So I have this in the box. It was like a Christmas present for my brother a few years ago. I just have that just like sitting there. I'm like, I want to open it, but at the same time I don't, because it's so It's so cool.
It's one reason why I wish I'd never opened the X-Men Jet Transformer collab they did, because I don't even know how to transform that. There's like 86 instructions on how to transform it. I'm like, nope. I could put together a Lego set, but I can't transform that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, dude, some of those transform. Have you seen the Unicron one? Like that? Oh shit! Let me get my ugly ass face off there. Have you seen the Unicron? Like the giant planet that's literally like that fucking big, and it has like all like I think it said like it's like 1,000 articulated parts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's insane to build. I think it was like a fan based or a fan like funded thing, and it ended up being I think they had to raise like some 20-30 grand or something. I don't know exactly how much, but yeah, they had to fan fund it, and it had just barely squeaked by. Let me look it up. Unicron Transform, like they go nuts with that. Here, Unicron Transformers toy. Supposed to be like some there we go. Here, you pull it up.
Mr. Action, while Gilbs is doing that, explain what you mean when you say, then y'all would not survive Gwen Stacy as your girlfriend. What? I think I've missed something. I'm a little bit confused. Damn, look at Unicron.
Yeah, no, dude, look at that thing. How scary that thing is to like actually have to like put together or build. I'd be worried because
I wouldn't be able to do it. It would just have to stay how it came.
Exactly. I feel like I'd probably break it or something.
Yeah.
That really is like a toy that you can't have if you have children. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, and if you do, you keep it up high out of reach.
Exactly. That's one of those things.
Locked room.
Exactly. You keep it in like a locked area, never to be like taken out, never to be moved. It's like gotta keep that shit in like a glass case. And look how big it is compared to all these other freaking Transformer toys on the shelves. Like, oh my god,
that's like else. Megazord scale.
Yeah, no,
I do kind of love it, but it's I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'd never buy it. Like, considering that I saw a Tigertron in a store and it was like £35, and I was like, nah, I don't want it. I don't want it for that price.
Gilb will get it. I don't know about that. Yeah. See, if I was to get that again, same thing. It'd stay in the box. It would never ever come out of the box. I'd wait for like 20 years until somebody else wanted to do it. But I think we need to come back to this. What is this Gwen Stacy line that we would never? Is that like I don't know? Is it something to do with the Spider-Man movie? I don't get it. I literally watched the movie last night, and I guess maybe it is because you're old. I don't know.
Is that it?
See, Beast Wars. The heck, I still got the yellow panther leopard animal. Oh, Cheetor. Yeah, you got Cheetor.
Yeah, Cheetor.
Let's see.
Cheetor. Yeah, it sounds like you're just saying cheetah. Just a bit of like, yeah.
Cheetor. But yeah, no. Jonathan says, Gilbert, the third-party versions of Unicron are so much better than the HasLab. I'm sure they are. I'm sure some people have gone far above and beyond what like Hasbro is willing to do. Nerd alert! Repeat. We got a nerd. Well, I can't imagine what gave it away. The fact that we're called Fulcrum Entertainment. The fact that we're talking about Transformers and fucking Star Wars and Batman and Spider-Man and all that. It's like, I'm a nerd. Wait.
Yeah.
No, but kidding. Sorry, Peaky. I cut you off.
£16. What?
Peaky, that Unicron weighs like 16 pounds or something. No way. It's going on a shelf. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's a lot for a Transformer. I don't know if I want a 16-pound Transformer.
Yeah.
Ooh. Also, what happens if it breaks? If it falls? It's like you just spent like $1,000 on this fucking thing that's now worthless.
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse, Gwen opens a box. Spoilers, by the way. Here. Oh, Gwen opens the box. Oh, wow. Gwen opens the box. Okay. What?
Now I know there's a box.
Well, it's not a spoiler at all.
I'm hoping it's a Hellraiser box. Like Glenn's like sitting there, and if that movie ended,
it's a Bad Dragon gift box.
Okay, so
being a Spider Woman just doesn't pay. So I'm making an OnlyFans.
I'm so glad you got that, Harrison.
Oh no, that comment fucked me up, man. I'm like, now I kind of want to look. I want to go to the universe where Gwen Stacy is Spider Woman, but she also does like an OnlyFans account.
I'd subscribe.
I'd watch the shit out of that. I'd watch all of that. Like,
don't care how much it is. I'll subscribe.
It's like, tie me up with webs. I will.
Hey now.
Bind me. I'm kind of.
I don't know. Now you've said that, I'm like, there must be some like some henchmen that Spider-Man or any Spider person has fought the way that's happened. Just like they're just like stuck to a wall, and the police find like, oh, this one's got a boner, Sarge.
It's like Spider-Man misses, and instead of hitting their mouth with the web, he hits their neck. Just like harder. Okay, but let's see here. Hans asked, "What is a fulcrum?" That's the thing that on a seesaw. That's like where that holds that's like it balances on. But in Star Wars terms, that's Ahsoka.
No, Ahsoka was a part of Fulcrum. She
was a fulcrum. She wasn't the fulcrum, but yeah, Fulcrum is like a code name given to people in the Star Wars universe for like who give like information and like they pass info to the rebels.
Yes.
So yeah, we are all Fulcrum. That's why we're all Fulcrum. We all have that title. Anyway, so Piki is just like 43 inches tall. It's fucking huge.
What's that in feet?
Let's see. 48 feet is 48 inches is 4 feet. So like 3 inches or 3'7".
Yeah, it's
3'7".
huge.
Yeah, 3'7", 3'8".
I'll come up to like my knee. Jesus.
Yeah, that's big. It's too fucking big. Y'all down bad. What does that even mean? You freaking Zoomers. What does that even mean? It's like,
what's in the box,
dude? What's in the box? Somerset. What's in the fucking box? It's your wife's head. It's Gwyneth Paltrow. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Seven.
Who hasn't seen that film by now?
Oh no, it's a very good film. If only we knew now what we knew then. If only we knew then what we knew now about Kevin Spacey.
That's movie would not. Sad thing. It's like thanks to Kevin Spacey, and there's loads of people who won't watch it because they're like, oh yeah, we can't watch Seven anymore.
I mean, you don't. Well, again, spoilers, but you don't know that Kevin Spacey's the bad guy until like the very fucking end.
I mean, like, I went into that movie knowing he was the bad guy because it had been spoiled for me already because it was Seven, like, and I didn't see it when it came out because I think I was 7. Like, so yeah, you know.
I mean, y'all.
Hey, a man's got to eat.
Yes, Piki. I love it. And I'm like, hey, man, if it's like, I mean, I'm sorry, but not to be that guy, but like 2D pussy's better. I'll tell you. I'm kidding.
It hits different.
It definitely hits different.
Jonathan just put, I love the sequel 8.
The sequel. That's Gwen Stacy OnlyFans joke was like a flashbang.
It's so quick as well. I just came out with it.
Oh, it was great. It was wonderful. I gotta like. I have to remember what timestamp that's at, so I can clip that. I don't care what Stacey did. I'm still watching The Usual stuff. Oh, Spacey. I don't care what Spacey did. I'm still watching The Usual Suspects. Kaiser Soze. Hell yeah. Good stuff. It's depressingly horny for you guys. I mean,
have you met us?
Yeah. Have you met any of the streamers?
We're 3 guys who talk on a podcast every week. What do you expect?
It's like, yeah, I'm not exactly like Casanova, you know. I'm not like if I was, I wouldn't be here.
It's
It's bringing up Black Arachnia, man. That is the thing. Is that like Black Arachnia is like she's like a first love. You know, she was like one of those early days of like cartoon characters that I was like, I like that girl. Like, you know, like so it's like her and Jessica Rabbit. You know, it's that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Jessica Rabbit, Roga Bunny from Space Jam,
Batgirl from the animated series.
Yeah, you mean it's that thing of like pretty girls from when we were kids, and it's like it gets trapped in there. Like just gonna happen.
Not to be weird, but did anyone kind of like have a thing for Tinkerbell? It's like I know she's small, but I'm like I can make
yeah,
it work.
a little bit.
I mean, we are going down a fucking rabbit hole here. Which like,
do it.
It's because I've had a couple of beers. That's why. But there is no denying that bit right at the beginning where she's trapped in that drawer, and then like her butt gets stuck when she's trying to get out. And I'm like, Disney, y'all know what you're doing. Like
Help
again,
me, step
that
bro.
was put in for dads. Jesus, Peaky. Oh, we could have gotten away with that for a minute. Oh, damn it.
You did it.
God
you
damn it.
Did it. Oh, I love this. See, and you know, I think that's become kind of a thing about our show is that we started talking about one topic, and we have, and we will go back to it again. But for this moment, we gotta go off on a little bit of a tangent, and I love how Peaky he found a way to make it even worse, and I love it.
It's funny.
This is why you bring me on here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
But anyway, yeah. To go back to your point, yes, Black Arachnia was definitely like that first kind of like crush. Even if she was a robot, it's kind of like, damn, dude, am I attracted to robots? Like, do I? Like Ex Machina, like Beast Wars, totally fucking like what's it called? They predicted Ex Machina.
That's a good movie, and yeah. Oh,
it's like robots got all spicy, and I don't know how to feel.
Patrick has turned up, but hey, Patrick, bad boy hot take. Why does a robot need to transform into an animal? What can the animal do that the robot can't? So get us back on topic. Right.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead, Harrison. Explain it.
Yeah. So it's kind of stupid. Like, I'll completely admit it. So like the idea is that they land on this planet and they don't know what the planet is. Spoilers, it turns out they've actually gone back in the past, even further into the past, and they're actually on like prehistoric Earth. And there's a bunch of raw energon crystals in Earth. And I don't know why this is a problem that affects them and never affected any other Transformers. But for some reason, when they're around too much raw energon in their robot forms, it like overpowers them. They get like energon buildup and it hurts them.
And they end up having to shut down. Like they're ODing on energon, basically.
Yeah. So to prevent that, they take on animal forms. Now, this is one thing that I was watching the first season today, and I do have a bit of an issue with. It's a bit vague as to how that works. Because, like, sometimes it kind of implies that they actually are, like, turning into kind of flesh rather than just robots that happen to look like animals. Like, because they can eat when they're animals, which is weird. There's a whole episode where the ending of it involves Rhinox eating and farting. Like,
Dinobot eats his clone.
Yes, Dinobot eats his clone. Yeah. Like, and like Cheetor's gun has his intestines in it, which is odd. Like,
don't remember that.
Yeah, no, if you go and watch the show, there are shots where like it's just got all these.
It's got like a brain or something on the back of it, yeah.
And I think that's taken from like the design of the toy, because I think the toy might have had like that like molding on it, but it wasn't like painted. But they was like, yeah, sure, it's his guts or his brain or whatever it is. But yes. So supposedly that's why, is that when they're animals, they can do it. And if you ever played the game that came out, there was a PC game, I think it came out on the PlayStation as well, where like that was a mechanic in the game, was that if you were in your robot form, you would gradually take damage as you were in your robot form because of the energon around. So you had to turn back into an animal to prevent it.
Yeah. See, that first of all, that implies a really freaky thing, is that like can the Transformers just like become whatever? Like can they transform into you or me? Which I guess the Michael Bay movie kind of made an idea that yes, they can, because it shows that one part where the where the hot chick turns out to be like a mini con.
Oh yeah. So it seems possible. Yeah. But
So,
sorry.
but yeah, no. You go ahead. You finish.
There's a couple of weird bits to it. Like there's a bit in the first episode where they seem to like they already have names, but some of them like rename themselves because of their new form.
Yeah, call me Rhinox. It's like, oh, I'm so cool. Call me Cheetor. It's like, yeah, no, they change their names based off of whatever they are.
Yeah, which is weird, except for like, well, I suppose he's Optimus Primal, I guess. Like, but it's like, well, Megatron doesn't. Megatron's like, I'm Megatron.
There is one. So yeah, I do remember watching the first episode. I think there is a part where he says like, Optimus, we're gonna crash, or we're gonna, whatever. And he does say Optimus for a second, but they don't say Optimus Primal. So it's a little iffy. Like it's like they can have new names just because reasons. It's like I'm a robot. Names don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, and some of them like they don't. Some of them they just know. Like they find Tigatron and I'm like, oh yeah, that's Tigatron. And it's like they didn't go. So what am I calling you, Tigatron, Tigra? Like there's none of that. He's just like, yeah, that's his name. Same with I feel like most of them seem to have their names already. So I don't know. The show is very good at knowing when to yada 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 it. It's like that doesn't matter. No one cares. He's called Tarantulas. He's a tarantula. Duh.
Exactly. Black Arachnia. She's a Black Widow. Like Cheetor, Rhinox, Dahoy. Like I'd say the only one who maybe has, well, I don't know, yeah, Air Razor. But even then, I'm like, that's the one who vaguely sounds like actually like a Transformer. But versus the rest of them is like, I'm Tigatron. Oh, I'm like Scorponok. Even though there is a Scorponok in the other Transformers as well.
Yeah, there is. He was like a Constructicon or something, wasn't he? He was like,
yeah, he was like. So in some versions, he's a tank.
Like, interesting.
Depends on what version you're watching, but let's see. Han says, "For me, why does a robot need to transform into a car? Found Transformers even more redundant. Well, that's because they have to hide. Like they had
to hide on like at that time present day Earth. So in order to do that and to be able to hide and fit in, they took on form of vehicles. It was the easiest thing for them to be able to turn into. They couldn't exactly turn into a building.
Why turn into a car when you can fly as a robot? Why turn into a car when you can turn into a plane? Like, why didn't they all just turn into planes? But again, it's because they wanted to hide, and because it'd be boring if they were all the same thing. We needed to have Bumblebee be a VW bug. And maybe I'm crazy, but I vaguely remember there was a time when what's his name, Optimus Prime, was also a fire truck. He wasn't just a big rig. There was at least one time in life when he was a fire truck.
Yeah, I think I can remember that as well.
See, unless I'm having a Mandela effect, unless like we slipped into the other universe.
Hans has asked, is Transformers and Beast Wars the same universe? Yes, very much so.
So yeah, in Transformers 1, we like first gen, they escaped Cybertron on the Ark, crash onto Earth. And it literally says 4 billion years later, and like all like they crash in like dinosaur times, and then nothing interesting happens in all that time. Then we get to Transformers, all that happens. The first movie comes out, yada yada yada. But yeah, Beast Wars is like hundreds of years after that. Now we're at the Predacons and the Maximals. They crash land on this. They go through like a wormhole or something. Yeah, crash land on this ancient planet. Which again, by like season 3, we find out it was Earth the whole time. It's like they kind of pull a Planet of the Apes on you.
Yeah, and it's cool. They have a crossover at one point,
Optimus Primal takes the Allspark from the Matrix of Leadership from the dead or passed out Prime. It does become kind of cool. Like the ship becomes like their fucking, which is kind of macabre. But the ship with all the dead corpses of Transformers becomes their like base.
Yeah, it's a bit. One of the things I like about it is that they show there's a difference in scale. Like for some reason, all the new Transformers, the Beast War, the Maximals and the Predacons, are much smaller than all the others. So like they're literal giants. Like Optimus and everyone else are giants compared to them. It's really interesting. But also speaking on scale, like in terms of that thing of it's less useful to turn into a car. One of the things that does annoy me about Beast Wars sometimes is that the fact they turn into animals means that they are ludicrous, like scales for animals. So, like Rat Trap is a giant rat. Tarantulas and Black Arachnia are huge spiders. One of them is an ant. Scorponok's huge. And it's like, why? Also, they do the whole scan thing to find things to turn into. And the dinosaur guys find fossils, and the fossils allow them to recreate the entirety of the animal.
They're advanced robots, of course. Like, they're advanced alien robots. You tell me they can't figure that out? Of course they can.
I mean, like, they didn't know that dinosaurs had feathers, which, you know, like, science is telling us now.
To be fair, neither did we in the 90s.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah, we were
that's a very present find.
Yeah, like we only found that out like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. But how ridiculous would Megatron be with like a feather mohawk or something like that going down?
He'd pull it off.
It was like,
it'd be purple.
It'd be purple.
I am dangerous, deadly, and fabulous.
Fucking sitting there with his feathers. I could definitely see that, something like that going on. Let's see. Yeah, Jonathan says it did seem entirely convenient that the robot's beast forms was just happened to fit with the animals that they found on the planet. Yeah, like, can you imagine being just named Cheetor for your entire life and you're just like, oh, what luck. We land on this planet where a cheetah just happens to be.
Actually, that's another thing that, like, watching today, if you wanted to be like real serious about, like, no, they're real aliens from another world, they make too many human references. There are things they say for comedy that I'm like, how do you know what that is? There's like a bit where, like, was it Rhinox? There's a weird episode where Rhinox has a virus and he's sneezing, like, dangerous sneezes, and he's breaking stuff. And he goes like, well, if I'm going to ruin the wallpaper, I might as well do it at the Predacon base. And it's like, how do you know what wallpaper is? Like, Rat Trap mentioned the gym. He goes like, this place is like a gym for a spy like me. I'm like, you're robots. You wouldn't have a gym. What are you working on?
They're games.
But what games? They're robots. They have no. They're metal. They can't unless you go off of Michael Bay's thing of like, it's transforming them. It's like living metal or whatever. That's why you can turn it into the Beats by Dre pill. It's exactly what he does. He turns it into a fucking pill, and then he turns it into like a Care Bear or a My Little Pony or something that Hasbro owns.
I don't mind it being like a metal that can like warp and change, but the idea that they would have to work out to do that is stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree. The idea that the Transformers work out at all is just it's ridiculous on its face.
Yeah, they would have to literally pump iron inside them to get bigger.
See, what I always found ridiculous was that if you have the ability to transform stuff, why do they use, like we talked about it a little while ago with Black Arachnia with her hands like being claws? Why would they deal with that? Like the fact that like Megatron, one of his hands is full on like a dinosaur head.
Yeah,
like,
it's just his head.
Like and sometimes it shows him like doing weird shit, like it was brushing its teeth while he's fucking just sitting there. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why would you make that your hand? Like you're a transforming robot. Like, like what the hell, Megatron?
It could have made that like his center chest piece, or like, you know.
Exactly.
Or like he can put his tail down because he has his tail with his other hand, but he can put that down and he can use that hand. Yeah,
that's like a sword or whatever to him. Like I always wondered that. It's like, why would you guys like waste an entire like limb? Because there's no way that having a dino hand is actually useful.
Yeah, it's not. You're right. Like. And yeah, like there's so many scenes of Tarantulas or Black Arachnia having to like type one key at a time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dude, that's gotta suck. I'm like, nah. So, so I'm curious, Harrison, because we've talked mostly. We've been talking a little bit about the what's it called, the Michael Bay one. Did you watch any of the Netflix Transformers stuff?
I started. I tried to watch some of them. I don't remember them. Yeah. I know I watched like at least one of the series, and I'm pretty sure I tried to watch the Beast Wars one, but I can't remember anything about them.
Yeah, Peaky, if you don't know what this is, like, in case you're not sure what this is, so Rooster Teeth.
I was literally just about to say, didn't Rooster Teeth Animations help with that?
Yeah, in conjunction with Netflix, they had their animators help work out with them, and they did some stuff on there to make Transformers. It was like War for Cybertron, and the first one was I think Earthrise.
Yeah.
Then the second one was like Siege, and then the last one was Kingdom. And Kingdom was when they had like this weird like time travel thing where the Beast Wars ended up like colliding with the Gen 1 Transformers. It was really weird. It was like not the best thing I've ever watched, and honestly, it was in that weird phase where we were also doing you remember we were making the review for like the He-Man Netflix show?
Yeah.
It was not great. It was a weird attempt to try to make like, and again, I feel like that's kind of what is what's it that's what's like inspiring this new one to be made. It's like that's why they're making Optimus Prime hang out with Optimus Primal in the new movie. It's just the fact that it's like they tried it once on Netflix, and I guess some people were okay with it, and just like, hey, why not do this in live action? How cool would that be? And we'll set it in '94, just like when the show came out.
Fine, sure, it worked so well for Captain Marvel.
Blockbuster references. No hand job from Megatron.
Yeah, no. Megatron is 100% gay. Like I'm saying that now, and not in any kind of like homophobic, like, oh, he's gay. Like, no, like Megatron is an out and proud gay man.
Oh, he is a queen. He's a raging queen.
Yeah, like, you know, he does not give a damn what you think about his sexuality. Like, and the only reason he isn't banging people on that planet is because they all are terrible. Like, because he's got no options. Like, what? Waspinator?
Yeah, that too. But he's saving himself for Optimus Prime. Clearly, he is in love with Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah,
like he is in love with Optimus Primal, but he's pissed off that he became a Maximal instead of a Predacon, and he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna make your life hell since you won't date me.
Yeah, he won't admit it. Like he's just like, no, I would never think of touching those strong gorilla pectorals. And get your filthy Maximal slime away from me. Oh, Optimus, I can't quit you.
I'm trying to think of like Brokeback Mountain, something funny with Brokeback Mountain, but I'm like, no. Cowboys in disguise. That's as good as I can do.
I seem to have stumbled onto the wrong podcast.
Let's see, even worse. What if it was his wanking hand? It's like, dude, most of the people in the world are right-handed, and that's his right hand. So yeah, I'm willing to bet that's probably his wanking hand. Too many teeth.
I mean, like, I guess the fact that he can technically like give himself some oral relief, maybe that's like fun for him. I don't know. Like, he just has to be careful.
I don't know, man. See, I wonder. Oh, all right. So here's a creepy question. If he has a mouth in his hand, can he just start doing this and like basically just give himself a blowy with his hand?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like. I guess so. You know,
like his masturbation is just like, okay, here we go, my fleshlight time.
I do kind of feel like if you were able to transform your body into different things, you should be able to like make those teeth retractable.
He's gonna give himself a dinosaur gummer. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, good shit. See, yeah, but you're right, Mike J. There is an episode where Primal meets Optimus, like the dead. He goes to like Optimus's dead body and takes the spark out of his body, and like uses it to transform into like another Optimus Prime, like a blue monkey with that rides like a skateboard or like a snowboard or something like that.
Yeah. His like transmetal version of him, which is it's weird. It's like he snowboards in the sky.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really
actually.
Oh, go for it. What do you got?
That is him.
There it is. Yep, the Transmetal Optimus.
Yeah, my mum painted that on the wall for me years ago. I made her do that. And then, can you see? Hang on.
Where's your Goku? Oh, I was gonna say, where's your Goku?
Nah, but I got Obi-Wan there.
Hell yeah, man! That's the shit. Let's see. Megatron was a Megatron stand. Is a Megatron stand?
There is like an episode where like I can't remember whether it's in this or in Beast Machine. So, but there is somewhere somebody has a go at him because like they're like basically they're like it's really insulting that you took Megatron's name. It's like he chose to call himself Megatron after like the original Megatron, like because he believed he could like do this. And I think that loads of other Predacons like hate him because like the Predacons are like it's a bit like I don't know, like I don't know, I'm not gonna basically it's a bit like they were all trying to be peaceful now. They're like, look, we lost the whole Autobots Decepticons thing. We're trying to just be ourselves now. But he's there going, no, we shall take it all back. And now he's a terrorist. And like even the Predacons are like, screw you, dude. You're ruining everything for us.
Like, they end up sending, I'm pretty sure they end up sending one of the guys, like an agent or whatever, like to go attack it. Like it's the Tri-Predacus Council or whatever sends like an assassin to kill Megatron.
Yeah, there's a couple. So there's a thing where it gets revealed at one point that Tarantulas has been part of the Predacon secret police, I believe. Like for the entire, so he was always like an agent against him. But they send a character from the original Transformers. They send Ravage.
Yeah, that's right, Ravage.
Yeah, one of Soundwave's cassettes, the one that turned into a panther, and guess what? He turns into a panther again. But it does then get revealed that he's actually like still loyal to Decepticons, like right at the end, and there's a bit where he does like it's like Decepticon transform, and Ravage still has the old school transform sound effect, which is awesome.
And he transforms into a tape.
Yeah,
which was pretty great. The fact that, but it was weird. He was like a bipedal panther.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
But
because he's still he doesn't have like a robot head. He just has like a panther head.
Here, I'll pull up a picture of him real quick. But Ravage looked really freaking weird. Because he's basically just his panther version, but he was standing up, and then again he turned into like a tape again. But that was a cool thing if you were a fan of like the original OG. Also, there's Rat Trap in case you guys wanted to see his Transmetal version. But the point is there was a lot of really cool references like that. I think also there's a part where there's like aliens that are controlling the Earth. Like there's like 2 moons, and like they have to in like season 1 or 2 they have to destroy those aliens, and one of them takes the visage of Unicron.
Yeah, I literally just watched that episode. Yeah, when he talks to Optimus Primal, like, and Optimus Primal's like, Unicron is like, we chose a figure from your history that you would listen to. It's interesting. It's really weird. It's quite possible that moon stuff is like why there's a bunch of weird people who believe the moon is hollow now.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm just a creative little soul, Mike. I come up with things very fast.
Yeah, no, Harrison. Yeah, no. Don't you know the moon is not real? It's hollow. It's a base for the aliens. It turns out also the Earth is flat. We're just on a giant elevator going up constantly. That's why we don't fall off of it. And then also, birds aren't real. They're just cameras. Have you ever seen a bird? No, you haven't. You've seen a camera. I shit you not. Google that. Google birds aren't real. It's a thing that people. I think it started off as a joke, but then it became like a full-fledged movement.
Where am I?
Universe 6124. Arbitrary number. You're on Earth 42.
Damn it, Barry! What did you do with the timeline again?
Oh no, I was talking about Spider-Verse again, but no. You're on Earth 42. And if you guys watch Spider-Verse, you know how shitty that is, but no, I'm not going to talk about that. See, Captain Marvel. Jonathan says, Captain Marvel, the good old days for Disney when the MCU movies made money. Hey, dude, Guardians of the Galaxy fucking it owned at the box office. It made like $750 million.
Yeah, and it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. Like,
it really is. Hurt. I was like, I am hurt, Rock.
I love
I'll tear up again. I'll cry again. I cried so much during that. Hey, Baz.
We got Darth Glycan in here. What's up?
My Scottish brother.
For Scotland, there can be only one.
But you are an immortal.
I love how they got the Scottish dude.
I'm Egyptian.
Yeah. I like how they got the Scottish dude to be in to be the Spaniard.
Yeah, and then they got like a Swiss guy to be the Scottish guy.
Man. It makes about as much sense as Anthony Hopkins being a Spaniard and teaching Antonio Banderas how to be Zorro.
Yeah, God, just like when I realized that, I'm like, why is this Welshman here? But to be fair, Catherine Zeta-Jones is Welsh as well.
Yeah, good point. She looks Hispanic. It works. No, but if Optimus changed, all right. So Patrick says, if Optimus changed to a chalky substance, would he be Optimus Lime? If Optimus changed to an oil, would he be Optimus Grime? And if Optimus changed to a spice jar, would he be Optimus Time? Boom. Oh, and then also, if he changed to a wristwatch, would he be Optimus Time? You know, I'm not even going to give you the dignity of doing the last one. So bad. At gunpoint, paint it now.
If Optimus started writing poetry, he would be Optimus Rhyme.
Okay, so I don't know what Flash Gets is. Maybe you guys want to, you European brethren, want to fill me in on what Flash says. This sounds like the Flash Gets episode.
I do. I'm sure I remember something about Flash Gets, but I can't remember what it is. Flash Gets Transformers. Okay, yeah. I mean, one Google of that shows Megatron with big old honkers. I think I can...
Flash. Okay, I know what Flash Gets is. Okay, they do a lot of parodies and shit like that. Okay. Shame on you, Hans. Trying to cancel us by getting us to have like weird girl mega. Yeah, no, trans female Megatron. You know what? Shame on you. 2023. You should know better than that. Germans. I kid.
Well, I've been looking at these like all episodes. So I do kind of want to talk a little bit about some of the ones that are in the Transformers toys that are in the background that we have for this episode were intense. The final form that they came out with for Optimus Primal was crazy, and I had that toy, and it was. I'm going to try and see if I can find it. It was so good. It turned into 3 different things. Now, unfortunately, none of them looked like anything, but it was a really big toy. It was really cool. Optimus Primal.
At a certain point, he stopped becoming Optimus Primal. He just flat out became like Optimus Prime. Like he became like a plane. He wasn't even a gorilla anymore.
Yeah, because he's got like there's one version where it's like he has like his regular robot mode and then like a tank mode. It's called Optimal Optimus is what it was called.
Optimal Optimus, okay.
Oh, and it had 4 versions, sorry. So it had an ape mode, but again, the ape mode was a bit kind of like ridiculous. And yeah, it had a tank mode and a plane mode and then just like a kind of robot mode. And it's gigantic and it's in the back of our screen. It's huge. Depth Charge is another one. I had the Depth Charge toy who was much more like the animal it was supposed to be. It was like a big manta ray, but it was a really, really sweet toy. And then the other one that I can't remember what it is, but like in the show, they actually had the characters Tigatron and Air Razor get fused together, and they create like this other one.
I guess I don't have it, but yeah. Hang on a second. I'll take real quick. I'm going to take all 3 of us off so people can see what you're talking about with the Optimal Optimus.
Just at the back.
Yeah, that big one in the back there. Here, I'll also pull up the toy on this side. Optimal Optimus toy. Because yeah, that freaking thing. I remember Transformer toys were so freaking cool. Oh god, I want one. I want one of these old ones.
They really were like quite spectacular.
Let's see here. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we are.
I'll throw some links into our chat.
Yeah, so like that's the Optimal Optimus, like in his normal like robot version, and yeah, so it would go into also like you said the monkey mode or whatever. Yeah, had like dude, like here I want to see if I can find it. Optimal Optimus, Beast Wars. If I can find like a picture of him from the actual show. That isn't a tiny little little thing. But yeah. Here, like something kind of like, well, damn it. Never mind. Stupid internet. Here we go. Something like that. And then also, yeah, that's also Black Arachnia's other transmetal form as well. They really changed and got really weird in the later seasons. to the point where they weren't even like animals anymore. They're just like these weird, like they actually became like goofy, like anime Transformers almost.
Yeah, they did get kind of crazy. They sort of like just stopped bothering, like trying to look like what they were turning into. The Megatron Dragon was quite good. I'm trying to see if I can find a decent image for you.
That was cool. The Megatron Dragon, like Cheetor hitting puberty was a weird thing.
Yeah, that was strange. Also, like they did a thing in the show where, like, in one of Cheetor's forms, because like his head split apart, like to make his hands, and in the show they did it where he put his hands together to fire. That was like his gun. Now was when he put his hands together.
Yeah, that's when he was the blue yellow one. So all right, we got Dark Lycan saying been picking up the new retro Beast Wars toys. So yeah, I got one myself. I have the Megatron, but yeah, those ones are pretty cool. I saw a Tigertron online for like $20. I'm like, ooh, do I want Tigertron?
I need to find them. God damn it!
It's
gonna be another hole I'm going into because I've now got into Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Yu-Gi-Oh figures.
Ah, no, son. What? Like that's paper crack. That's all that is. Like you can't do that. You can't get into cards.
Oh, Peaky. Look what I have.
Oh dear, what does he have?
I play Blue Eyes White Dragon, and got a Red Eyes as well.
Ah, nice.
I have a Dark Magician somewhere in here, but I'm not going to pull that out because I'm not going to go looking through all my crap.
Yeah, well, I have all three, God cards. So
of course you do. Everyone and their freaking mother has all three Egyptian God cards. Ooh, depth charge. Here, let me pull up this picture.
I can remember having all pieces of Exodia as well when I was a kid.
Have Exodia's dick. No, I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I had all the Toon World cards as well.
So yeah, I've long since stopped like collecting. No, that's not what I wanted. There, I've long since stopped collecting Pokemon cards, but I have a little like ancient Mew. You can't really see it, but I have like an ancient Mew card from like the Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
Get that PSA graded. Get that graded.
I will definitely do that because I need to check that out.
I'd love to know what grading that is.
But anyway, yeah, dude, Depth Charge was awesome. I like Depth Charge because he was kind of like the Batman character almost. It was like, I'm a cop. I go these mean streets trying to find,
Depth Charge was super cool, and again, just the toy was so good. Like, there's something nice about a big toy, and he was a really good one.
Yeah, Harrison.
Big toy.
You take your bad dragon shit and get out of here, Peaky.
A big nubbly toy. No. Dude, check that out though.
That's gorgeous.
Although again, with the teeth jerking off, bro.
Why are you going straight to teeth jerking?
Because
to be fair, like that dragon's head is placed a bit awkwardly in that picture.
Look at where he's standing, Peaky. He's just like, yes. I'm going to have some fun with this on. Yes.
It's very useful. I see myself from angles that most people never would. It's very helpful when you're shaving down there.
You're so loud, he'd be Optimus Climb. And if you turn into a viscous liquid, he'd be Optimus Slime. How many more of these do you have, Patrick? See, Han says, what if Flash gets survived till now? You guys will be fine. I mean, well, all right, so... Again, I don't know what... Oh, that's right. Flash gets the YouTube channel. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting what that is, but yeah, I take that as a good sign. Yeah, if they haven't been canceled yet, we won't be canceled for a while. Till I say some stupid shit and piss off the wrong community.
I'd love to go to a B&M, but I don't have one in my town, so that's no good to me.
All right, Joe, hang on a second. I'm going to go and grab. I've got a couple of them. I'm going to go and grab my toys.
Okay, so yeah, while we're at it, so Peaky, you don't have any like Transformers toys, do you? You have all Power Rangers.
I have the X-Jet, but I don't know where it is.
The X-Jet?
The Blackbird from X-Men.
Yeah, but that's not a Transformer.
Yeah, they've done a collaboration.
Oh, you know what? That's like saying I got those Star Wars Transformers that turn into like a TIE fighter, but it's also Darth Vader. Like, psh, it's not a Transformer. That's just a fucking toy that changes from a car to a robot. That's not a Transformer.
I have Megazords. Does that count?
I mean, it's more akin to like a Voltron than it is a Transformer. That's more of a Gundam than it is no, I'm kidding, Peaky. But so yeah, but you never had? Did you ever have any Transformers growing up as a kid?
Oh yeah, yeah. To be honest, a lot of the Transformer toys I had growing up were the Transformer Armada toys that come with like the mini cons, and you could buy like packs of mini cons just on their own.
Oh, dude, you remember? You know what I used to have was one of those. So yeah, I'll bring Harrison back when he comes back. But what I used to have was was the ones from Energon. Was the ones with the keys that you had, like you push the key into it and it like popped open or something like that. I lost those keys so many fucking times. It was so easy to do it.
So the two that I can remember from Armada having was Optimus Prime because he came with his massive trailer. That you could then combine onto Optimus and create Ultra Optimus or whatever he went by when he was in that form.
Yeah, they became like wings or whatever.
I had the tank. It was a Decepticon, and I can remember this because the tracks came out and formed the feet and everything.
Nice. Yeah, see, like I remember having like a lot of the car Transformers. I had a Cheetor back in the day, but I didn't have very many of like the Beast Wars ones because I think I was too young for them.
Yeah, I can remember. I can remember having Scorponok from Beast Wars.
Nice.
Just it's a giant scorpion that transforms into a robot. It's kind of iconic at that point. And I must have had a few more as well. But like I said, a lot of the Transformer toys I had were Armada.
Yeah, so that was your Transformers then, growing up watching Armada.
More or less, yeah. Because around the time I was into Transformers was when Armada was out, anyway.
Well, you're ignorant. You need to get you some Armada or some. I'm kidding. You need to get you some Beast Wars. Have you actually watched Beast Wars before?
Oh yeah, I can remember watching it as a kid.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, like, you better not have been here this whole time, and you've been lying to us.
Oh, no. I can like remember watching Beast Wars, but like I said, it's been like 27 years since I watched Beast Wars, so.
Right, so I got a couple of things. So this is like a more modern Rat Trap.
I need it.
So
that is cool.
It's quite good, and I'll try and transform it because I think in some ways it's better in its design. In some ways it's not. I also have these, like, they've done these re-releases of like the original designs of the toys. So I've got an original style Rat Trap, which I really love, and this is the guy where like you
oh, that's cool. Oh, that's the shit.
You pull his tail and he basically folds back up. You need to put his arms in a bit, but yeah, like it's
dude, that is so cool. I've never seen that one of those before.
It's like it's really good. Although he's now stuck. Hang on. But yeah, it's really nice, really nice. Glad that I found one of these, and at the same time that I found this, I also found the same sort of thing. It's a reissue of Scorponok. So
that's
head's
cool.
a bit messed up. And I'll do some transforming in a minute while we talk just to show. But like, it's so kind of nice. Can I do it on this? Can I?
The
mechanism doesn't work very well, but like I think this was the original it comes with, and you can see this in the show. He has a little spy bee that he like sends out to people. Like it's quite fun.
That is pretty cool, dude. I like that. It's been a long time since I've actually played with like old Transformers. Nice.
Oh, he's got that trigger game.
Yeah, he's. I really like. I think these were good toys. That's one of the things with them is that like it's not just like nostalgia. I'm like, if I look at these, I think these were actually usually not all of them, but most of them were good toys.
Agreed. Yeah, no, those toys, like a lot of these toys, honestly, like just like the old Transformers and old stuff like that are really just like the coolest fucking things. Also, old Power Ranger toys. Damn you, Peaky, with your fucking. You goddamn Megazords.
I mean,
you think you're so cool with your little robots.
if I swap cameras.
Oh, there he is. Look at all that. I think you're so cool with all. You know
all
what?
the way around.
I have toys too, Peaky. I just
Yeah,
put my.
so do I. They're over there in that drawer unit.
Oh, damn it, Patrick. If Optimus turned into 10 pennies, would be Optimus Dime. If Optimus changed into a bitter fruit, would be Optimus Lime. See, Scully says, I don't collect Transformers, but I do collect Star Wars Black Series figs. Good quality. Agreed. I collect some of those too. I have I found out they have Scorch and apparently the entirety of Delta Squad. I have Boss, but I'm still looking for Scorch, Fixer, and I think I already have Sev somewhere. But yeah, no, there's such cool toys, man. And I love Beast Wars. I can't believe they're actually gonna try to attempt to make what's it called, the Rise of the Beasts or whatever. I can't believe they're gonna try to make a live action Beast Wars movie and have as many Scorponauts and as they, because it was in the trailer. It shows that 1,500 of those freaking goddamn scorpion ones just being crushed by different Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I'll probably watch it when it comes out on Rent or something. I'll just pay I'll pay the box standing rent on Microsoft, on the Microsoft store, and just rent the film and watch it.
Yeah, see, that's my thing. I might watch it when it comes out on Disney, or not Disney Plus, on whatever Paramount or whatever thing it ends up being on.
It'll probably be Paramount, won't it?
Yeah, so I'll probably watch it when it comes out when it's basically not free, but you know what I mean, when it's on streaming services, and I'll just watch it then. But I'm not going to
pay extra for it.
Exactly, I'm definitely not going to the movie theaters. It's not worth going to see, paying the $12 to go sit in the theater.
Also, it's got Pete Davidson in it.
That's right. That's right. It does have Pete Davidson in it.
No.
Fucking Pete Davidson. It's the worst part of the Suicide Squad. No, I'm kidding. I've
missed this. Yeah, I'm not saying that anyone's wrong to hate him, but I completely missed why we all started hating Pete Davidson.
I think it's a lot of times he talks too much about 9/11. I mean, obviously because his dad, died. But he talks a lot. A lot of his jokes center on the fact that his dad died on 9/11. His dad was a firefighter.
Yeah, a lot of his jokes are dead dad jokes. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and it's bro,
not expected to go this far.
Yeah, no, and he does it right away too. It's bro, you don't even ease people into it. You just do it.
Oh, sure. Okay. All right. I can maybe get that.
See, Lycan says needs to really just sort of Transformer collection. Yes, you do. You need all y'all European people. You need to sort out all your collections. It's insane. I don't understand how Bob and Salacious don't die tripping over all the boxes full of crap in their house. I don't understand, and I'm also a little bit jealous that I don't know how the hell they're able to do that.
I mean, I haven't bought any new Power Rangers stuff in a month, so
yeah, no, it's been a minute since I bought some new toys. Let's see, Scully says I just recently got Mandalorian Ahsoka, but my most expensive one was Cara Dune. Yeah, well, that's for a whole other reason, man. Should have waited like me. I got Cara Dune for an easy $15 at ICCC. Yeah. And yeah, the guy even said, "Is oh yeah, dude, when I first got all these, I was making bank $300 a pop. Now I'm lucky if I get $10 for them."
Oh dear.
But yeah, so anyway. So, all right, guys. I think we're just about ready to wrap it up. Harrison, how you doing on the transforming?
Right. Okay. So I've transformed what was my beast mode rat trap into this rat trap. So it's a bit small. God damn, get that leg around. But yeah, so it's a bit small, but he's quite cool. I like a lot of certain things about the quality of him. I think in terms of compared to other Transformers, other versions of this toy, there's some more detail. The brain's a bit better. You get an actual little Maximal logo on his wrist. One of the things that when I picked him up, he didn't have his gun, so I need to find where his gun's gone. But one of the few things with this one is that the gun attaches to the rat's hip when you transform him, so it's just sticking out the side of the rat, which isn't as good. Whereas when you've got the old school rat trap transformed, it's not really articulate at all, which is an issue. All you can do is move his tail and turn his feet, but it's really kind of nice and neat. And then you pull up his tail, he flips out,
And then suddenly, boom, there he is. He is now transformed.
Although he keeps getting stuck. But yeah, like the only things you have to do is you have to like unhook his arms from where they're pinned in, and his gun actually splits into 2 parts and then gets hidden within his body. It's a really nice way to keep the toys together. And then yeah, Scorponok is pretty easy to transform. You know, like he's basically you just stand him upright, like. But he's fun. I like the dude. He's got this weird thing which loads of like the Beast Wars Transformers have, where they have like 2 faces. And I don't know why, but he's got a little helmet.
That's kind of cool though. I like that.
Yeah. There's I've seen a few of them where like you can just like give him a different face and it doesn't explain at all why. But it's like, all right, sure.
I like how Hans, they're doing a Beast Wars movie. Like, what have we been talking about this whole time? But no, yes, they are doing a Beast Wars movie. No, it's not Michael Bay. It is Stephen Capel Jr. He's the guy who made. Apparently he did. Yeah, he's doing Transformers: Rise of the Beast. The movie called The Different Tree. Never saw that. And then he did the one called The Land. But what people might know him for is Creed 2.
Okay.
So he did, the Rocky spinoff or the Rocky like reboot. So he's also apparently booked for Bumblebee 2.
Okay, but it's sort of in the like Michael Bay Transformers universe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And then same thing for the Bumblebee movie, which here I'll just look that up real quick to see. Which I actually did kind of like that movie, despite all the hate it got. But that was by Travis Knight, and he's the one who did like Kubo. He did Coraline, Paranorman.
Oh, really?
Let's see, the Box Trolls, whatever the hell that is. So a lot of animation stuff, but the guy did. Then they gave him Bumblebee.
Oh, yeah, those are actually good movies. Oh, damn. Okay.
Never seen Bumblebee.
Oh well, I recommend it. Haley Steinfeld is actually really good.
Haley Steinfeld's in it. Oh, I'm watching that tonight.
She's the girl that Bumblebee comes to when he's first like a VW bug.
I'm watching that tonight. That's gonna be my nightly watch. I love a bit of Haley Steinfeld. Oh,
well, check it out, man. It's actually not bad. But anyway, so God damn it, Patrick, it's the last time. So, and it really is, because we're gonna be wrapping it up here in a second. But if Optimus changed into an invisible box, would he be Optimus Mime? And if Optimus changed into California Punk, would he be Optimus Sublime? I have to give you this one. There, I won't do the rest of it because that was not bad. That was pretty good.
If Optimus changed into some bells that rattled in the wind, would he be Optimus Chime?
Leave it to the professionals, Harrison. I'm kidding. All right, Mike J, and take it easy. And actually, you know what, guys? We're gonna say goodbye to all of you. Thank you guys all. We're gonna wrap it up. Wow, that was 3 sentences put into it. We're gonna wrap up the podcast now. Thank you guys all for watching the Fulcrum Entertainment Podcast. I have been Gilbert. This has been Harrison. So thank you, Harrison. What have you been up? Can you tell us anything that we should be looking forward to from you?
Keep an eye out for the next part of Plagueis. I'm trying to get them to be once a week, but when I can record is a little bit spotty, so the day it comes out will change, but I'm going to try and get it sorted out, and I'm enjoying doing it. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And
yeah, definitely go check out Plagueis, because that's an awesome audiobook done by an awesome reader / voice actor / content creator.
I'm enjoying Harrison read it.
And then of course, thank you to Peaky, our resident dogger Predacon. Like he also is our he's our resident airsoft guy, hurting himself. So yeah, but thanks, Peaky. Can we expect anything from you coming out? You have a new video on your channel, don't you?
Yeah, so I dropped a new video on Friday, and it's also the start of a new series where I go and look at reptiles of the world country by country. So I'll be going over native species of reptiles country by country, and I started with the UK. So yeah, and I'll be doing. I'm going to be hitting mainland Europe starting next week, and then
hell yeah,
we'll divvy out into the rest of the world. But I really enjoyed going and looking through, doing my research on this.
Hell yeah. So you need to come out to well, I mean, I guess they have a reptile house at the zoo at your place, but you need to come out to see the zoo in New Mexico and come check out all the different poisonous reptiles we have.
I'm in. I want to hold them all.
I want to hold them all.
Can I boot their snoots?
I want to hold that Diamondback.
Oh, I'll pick a Diamondback up.
Crazy. But all right. Yeah, so we're going to say thank you guys all for watching. Thank you to Scully, to Hans, to Patrick, Dark Lycan. Let's see here. Who else was in here? Mike J, Mr. Action, of course. You are always a staple of our show. Jonathan Redmond, MZM Creations. Again, if you want to, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, let us come talk to us in our Discord and our email. Come talk to us about making our new logo. I'm definitely been looking for one, and it's hard to be creative. So yeah, thank you to Gerard Kane, Jonathan, Catching Chickens, Peaky, and Justin Morrison, all you guys, everybody who was in the chat, who's here, there, everywhere. Thank you guys for being here. We can't do this without you because you guys are awesome. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell notification, check out our other videos, the podcast, the audiobooks, the other stuff. Eventually, we're going to try to get back to doing what ifs. I don't know when, but we will. And what's up?
Oh, we have something coming tomorrow.
And yes, thank you, Peaky. Check us out tomorrow, where me, Marshall, Peaky, and more than likely, I think it's like 98% chance my brother is going to be on there. Yeah, my brother Jesus is going to be on there. We're all going to be chilling and rocking some Halo. Finally going to do Halo 3.
Yes!
Ow.
The passion's coming through.
It's like, and
you know I've been waiting for this day.
And y'all gave Harrison shit about his passion for Beast Wars. All right, folks. But yeah, as I said, this has been the Fulcrum Entertainment Podcast. Thank you guys all for watching and chatting with us about Beast Wars. We will be back next week with our Across the Spider-Verse review. However, it may be Sunday, so we will let you know. We will work that out. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week. As always, we love you. You're awesome, and we are all Fulcrum. We'll see you guys all next time.
Goodbye.
Canceled, Peaky.